Every time something gets hard, you fold. Every time it's uncomfortable, you whine. You hit a wall, and instead of climbing, you start crying. You act like the world owes you comfort, like you're too special to suffer, too fragile to fail, too good to grind. Let me tell you something. You're not special. You're soft. You think pressure is unfair? You think hard days are personal attacks? You think stress means you should stop? That's bitch thinking. You don't push through. You don't show up. You wait. You hope. You beg life to go easy on you. But life doesn't give a fuck. It steps on people like you. You scream, "It's too much," but you haven't even tried. You want applause for showing up, a medal for waking up, a reward for breathing? Get over yourself. You're not struggling. You're stalling. You're not under attack. You're just weak. You've been coddled by comfort and raised on excuses. And now, anything that hurts feels like injustice. Grow the fuck up. Life is going to hit you either way. The only question is, will you hit back? Or keep hiding like a little bitch? You act like discipline is abuse. Like someone's doing something to you. Because you had to wake up early. Because you had to sweat. Because you had to suffer. That's not pain. That's the cost of becoming someone. And you keep trying to skip the fucking bill. You want results without war. Change without discomfort. Respect without work. But let me remind you of something. You are a fucking failure. Not because you failed once, but because you keep failing by choice. Because you refuse to face the truth. You're the reason your life is stuck. Not your boss. Not your ex. Not your childhood. You. Every time it got hard, you gave up. Every time it demanded more, you got scared. And now here you are, still talking, still planning, still making noise like you're about to do something. But you won't, because you're a coward. Because when it comes time to act, you vanish, you shrink, you disappear into the shadows of next time. And I'm just figuring things out. You're not figuring shit out. You're hiding, because if you tried for real, if you actually went all in, you'd have to face what happens when it's still not enough. So you stay here, in this loop, in this cage, safe, small, pathetic. You built your whole identity around almost. Almost started. Almost committed. Almost made it. You wrap yourself in potential like it's a shield. But that word gets weaker every year. At some point, potential becomes a fucking joke. You had time. You had chances. You had people who believed in you. And you wasted them. Because showing up felt hard. Because pain made you uncomfortable. Because discipline didn't give you a dopamine hit. You traded greatness for pleasure, fire for comfort. And now you walk around wondering why nothing sticks. You're not consistent. You're not serious. You're not even close. You think people are against you? They aren't. They just stopped wasting their breath on someone who's clearly too scared to try. You lost their respect. But more than that, you lost your own. You can't even look in the mirror without seeing regret, without flinching, because that reflection, it's not a man, it's not a fighter, it's not a king, it's a shell, a fraud, a fucking failure. And here's the part you'll never say out loud. You don't hate your life. You hate yourself. Because deep down, you know the truth. You were given a shot, and you pissed it away. And now you're stuck. Stuck with the weight of everything you could have been, but weren't man enough to become. And unless you change, unless you rip that weakness out by the root, you'll die soft, die forgotten, die whining like a little bitch, just like you lived. You ever wonder why nothing changes? Because you never do. You stay stuck in the same routines, telling yourself you're working on it, but what you're really doing is wasting time. You dress procrastination in fake productivity. You mask fear with fake planning. You call laziness mental health. You call quitting self-care. And you've convinced yourself that you're healing, when really, you're just hiding. You want pity, sympathy, validation for staying weak? You're not getting it here. Because no one is going to carry you. No one is coming to save you. They stopped waiting for you to show up. And you should have too. The mirror doesn't lie, but you do. Every damn day. You lie when you say you're trying. You lie when you say you're tired. You lie when you say you're figuring it out. No, you're not. You're avoiding. You run from pressure. You run from pain. You run from your own reflection because it shows you the truth. And that truth is that you've become the thing you swore you'd never be. Weak, soft, broken. Not by trauma, not by chance, but by choice. You choose weakness every day you don't act. You choose failure every time you wait. You choose mediocrity when you settle for survival instead of domination. You don't hustle. You don't grind. You fucking coast. And then you wonder why nobody respects you, why nobody listens, why no one gives a shit about your goals. Because you've done nothing, and nothing is what you've earned. You wanted to be a legend? Then why do you live like a ghost? You wanted to be feared? Then why do you fold under pressure like paper? You wanted to win? Then stop being such a little bitch. Because right now, you're nothing. Not because life's unfair, but because you are. You're unfair to your own future. You've robbed it, bled it dry, and pissed away every ounce of potential you were given. And the worst part? You're still pretending like you've got time, but you don't. This is it. This version of you, this soft, scared, excuse-making shell, this is how you'll be remembered. Or more likely, how you'll be forgotten. Darklift doesn't stop here. If this hits you deep, subscribe. This isn't for everyone. Don't follow if you're soft.